Good morning. I'm Lainey Appleby, and this is Joel Guberman. Welcome to the Guberman Appleby Immigration Lawyers Immigration Update. So today we're here to discuss Trump's late night Friday announcements. So that was Friday, September 18th-ish?
Yes.
Yes. Very interesting and controversial announcements. One was certainly expected about the gold cards. And then I think the second one, although I think the order may have been reversed, the H1B one was pretty shocking. Do you want to tell us a little bit about each of them?
Well, quite frankly and quite simply, the H1B category now has a $100,000 price tag. That means that any company that wants to apply for a foreign worker who is in a specialty occupation, and remember, that's largely the whole tech sector in the United States, and they're only 65,000, but at a $100,000 price tag, that's an attempt to raise about $650 million on an annual basis. But what company is going to do it?
Well, that's the first question. What company is going to do this? And then I think the other thing is this will have a huge impact on a lot of those companies. Some companies, like we're talking the Microsofts, the Googles, all of the big players, some of them have thousands of people on H1Bs. So I don't think this was very well thought through. It is interesting, though, that if you really drill down on this order, there are some exemptions, and the the director of the Department of Homeland Security, they have the discretion to exempt certain individuals, certain companies, and certain industries. So I'll be very curious to see how that plays out.
Well, without being overly political, this is just Trump trying to put his finger on every single aspect of U.S. economy, society, in every way. So if the department can exempt certain companies, then you can be sure they're going to be exempting companies that are favorable to Trump.
Absolutely, absolutely. So,
but we should tell everybody not to panic just now, because we had numerous phone calls over the weekend from people who were holding H1B visas whose companies, including some pretty famous and well-known companies, we're telling them not to travel because they wouldn't be able to get back into the United States, and that's just not the case.
Right. This is for the upcoming tranche of H1Bs, which typically starts, you submit applications in late March, and then the draw is on April 1st. But before, when we were talking about it, you did mention an interesting point, because, you know, for years and years, everyone was freaking out, oh, there's only 65,000, it's going to get used up, I'm not going to be selected in the draw. I'm pretty sure this year most people will get selected in the draw, because there's no way for $100,000 a pop they're going to be reaching the 65,000 applicant maximum.
Except to your point, if these exemptions are so pointed, then the exemptions may well be for the big users, and it's all basically a moot point. What it will do is cut out the little companies in the world, in the United States, who need 1, 2, 3 technical engineers that they can't find in the United States, and they're done.
Right. Well, and I think, you know, if you're looking for a tiny silver lining in this, it'll also cut out all of the job shops that are, you know, not allowed anyways under the H1B, because, you know, that they're not going to be coughing up $100,000 an applicant so that they can go place someone somewhere else.
Of course, they always say the devil's in the details. No regulations have been promulgated. We don't know a lot of stuff about it. Because I did read, as part of this might be a prelude to the elimination of the EB1 extraordinary ability category, and even EB2, but that wasn't exactly clear from the executive order.
Which is the multinational executive.
Well, EB1A is persons of extraordinary ability. It seems to be replaced by people who have extraordinary amount of money.
Right. Well, so yeah, so that's like sort of a good segue into the green card order. So there's two types. There's the $1 million type that's for individuals, and then if your company wants to petition for you, it's $2 million. And I do just have to reread some of this language because it's like so crazy to me. They are saying that this is, you can apply for the gold card by voluntarily providing a significant financial gift to the nation. I've never heard of an immigration program that involves giving a gift to the government. So, I mean, everyone can read between the lines on that.
Well, of course, notwithstanding the, let's call it idiotic language of this, not to mince words, there is currently an EB-5 program, which is the investor program in the United States, where basically you can invest at current values $800,000 in one of these regional projects. Well, one can vet those projects and pick the ones that are most financially viable and then get their money back after the end of 5 or 6 years of investing in that and end up with a green card. So whether you have a gold card or a green card, they're both cards that allow you to live permanently in the United States. My betting is that the $800,000 EB-5 category is going to look an awful lot more attractive than the $1 million gold card, which you're not seeing any of it back.
Yeah. So anyways, it was a pretty wild Friday night from a U.S. Immigration perspective. And stay tuned, follow, like, and we'll keep you up to date on these U.S. immigration issues and, of course, all current Canadian immigration issues. We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a comment. You can email us at info@gaimmlaw.com. And we're also available to you by telephone at 416-548-7100. Thanks so much.